My name is Lori Schwanbeck, and I'm in California, just north of San Francisco right now. I'm from Canada. Grew up in the province of Canada of Saskatchewan, where it was like the land of the living skies is what the tagline of the my um, car license plate was, and it was just like very flat and very vast. So whenever I introduce myself, if you want to really know who I am, it's like I come from that land of just really vast open skies. And I think that has shaped a lot of who I am. So I am a mindfulness teacher, a psychotherapist, and I teach a lot and work a lot in the intersection of nature, mindfulness, sensory awareness, and yeah, so those are the main areas. So we're going to do a practice today, really exploring both equanimity and compassion. And one of the reasons that I love exploring this so much is because I think personally for me, these practices are so needed. I was actually just sharing with Peter before, just as we got on, that I just came back from the very rural area of Vermont. It was my first time being in Vermont, and I have been offline for weeks and just bathing in the calm waters of this lake that I was on, and just the beautiful fall, just beginning to turn fall foliage. There was a loon that was with us the whole time. So I feel very like imbued with that peace and that state of equanimity. I came back to life here. I got online and I happened to look at Twitter, which I haven't looked at for a long, long time. And equanimity was gone. It's like, ooh, this is like, there's like a lot of intensity out there. And just really aware of how we are impacted so much of the world around us. And it doesn't even have to be like the kind of the doom scrolling of Twitter, just the work that we're in and the lives we lead. We're faced all the time with conditions that can be create reactivity, create distress. So the cultivation of equanimity, I think, is a crucial practice and skill. I'm also very interested in compassion, partially because, again, facing the conditions of our world right now, there is a lot of suffering. And we have the capacity in our own beings to meet these conditions of suffering from a more resource place. It's very easy to get overwhelmed and to get despondent and to feel hopeless. But when we really can tap into the larger heart of compassion, we're able to meet these conditions in a more resource place for us, and hopefully a more impactful way of connecting. So yeah, so one of the practices that I like to do to cultivate both equanimity and compassion is to work with the breath. And before we go into breath practice, I just wonder if you wanted to just type into the chat something that maybe is creating a little upsetting the balance of equanimity in your own heart. Like what are the things in your life right now, maybe just one thing that you feel would respond well or needs that presence of equanimity and compassion? Is there anything in your life that you'd want to just type in the chat? Some condition that you're feeling is creating distress, creating a contraction in the heart. Mm. Son's illness, doctor's appointments, just overwhelmed with schedule, deadlines. Daughter, again, children, feeling depressed, elder care, family, a lot of family. And so close in challenges. older family members, teenage children, and feeling in the middle. So that kind of that bookend. Close relationship issues, again, relationships. Right. Right. Decisions. Yeah. Be overwhelming. Okay. So just notice as you type these, and thank you for naming these and for all of those that haven't been named but are being felt in the heart right now. Just want to just welcome them as we, just explore how to meet these conditions that can be challenging in our life. Okay. So we are going to use the breath as a way to resource ourselves. And the breath really is miraculous. As all of us know, we share our breath with every living thing on this planet. We also share our breath. The breath is something that is extended throughout time. And as you inhale right now, you might be inhaling molecules that have circulated through your, ancestors from the 2nd century. You might be swirling molecules from a dinosaur that was lived on this planet like way long ago. So the breath is amazing. Like it just is this connection in this moment to all of life and throughout all of time as well. The breath also is amazing in that how we breathe affects our nervous system. It affects our biochemistry. It affects how we think. It affects how we feel. So there's been a lot of research looking at the field of embodied cognition, that how we hold our body, how we breathe, the muscle tension in our bodies has a direct impact on how we feel. So if we're feeling overwhelmed, if we're feeling anxious, the body naturally tightens and the breath gets shallow. But here's the thing, there's a feedback loop here. So the more shallow the breath, the more anxious we feel. The more anxious we feel, the shallower the breath. And our breath gets shallow, not just from anxiety and doom scrolling on Twitter or worried about our loved ones or the planet. Our breath becomes shallow because our posture is often hunched over, because we're tensing unnecessarily. So let's work with the breath and start with shifting our body in a way we can feel alert. So a nice uprightness. I like to feel my feet on the ground, head up towards the stars. And let's just bring a softness to the belly. Softness in the hands. So just as we begin to soften the body, we might notice that the breath begins to deepen a little bit. And as we breathe, we're breathing in, we're receiving life. As we breathe out, we're extending and offering life. So we're not taking a breath, we're receiving a breath. The gift that has been offered to us. And we extend that gift back to this larger field of life, which we're woven into. Receiving and offering. So let's just practice for a few moments here what it is that we receive through the breath. Belly soft, hands soft, Receiving, of course, the oxygen from trees and plankton. Offering through the out breath carbon dioxide, giving life to flowers, grasses. Just knowing that this breath you breathe has been in circulation since the beginning of life and will continue after this body passes. It's timeless. So as you breathe in, receiving life, as you breathe out, you're offering to life. Breath can also carry not just oxygen, but can carry the essence of life. I try this breathing in. I am still pond. Breathing out. I am calm and clear. Breathing in. I am bamboo. Breathing out. I am flexible and rooted. Breathing in. I am mountain. Breathing out. I am solid and grounded. Breathing in, I am sky. Breathing out, I am expansive. Breathing in, I am full moon. Breathing out, I illuminate in the darkness. Breathing in, I am fall leaves. Breathing out, I am grace and surrender. Breathing in, I am melted snow. Breathing out, I am able to forget myself. Breathing in, I am songbird. Breathing out, I spread joy. Breathing in, I receive all of life. And breathing out, I offer myself to life. Just continue to feel this shared breath, this receiving and offering of life. Feeling how moon and songbird and still pond and mountain and tree live in you. Letting your out breath be generous, fully offering this quality of presence and life, all of the living world around you. If there's a favorite part of nature that is like an ally to you, maybe a palm tree or a babbling brook or the ocean, see if you can breathe in its essence and see how that essence of this form of life also is in you. Vast, still, illuminating, rooted. Just as we continue to receive with the in breath, offer with generosity through the out breath, feeling this shared field of vitality and life through the breath. I invite you to be aware of your heart. And just as we share breath with all of life, we also share a heart space with all of life. We feel moved at someone's suffering. We feel delight at someone's joy. We feel love when we see acts of compassion. For a moment, just let yourself breathe through the heart, activating this heart space that is shared, this vast field of mutuality. We give and receive through the breath. We give and receive through the heart. With the in breath, feel the heart expanding, taking in. And with the out breath, feeling the heart receive and settle. In breath, receive and expand. Out breath, offer and settle. Just really feel that 360 expansion from the heart. This field of connection, again, throughout time. invite you to bring into this heart space the presence of someone you love. Just whoever comes in is the right person. And see if you can feel how that person lives in the heart. And just breathe through the heart with this person. And just as a way of deepening that sense of connection, you might bring a soft smile to the face. Feeling the expansiveness of the heart. Let's just radiate love and compassion to this person that you love. So breathing in their presence, and breathing out love and wishes. May you be well. May you feel cared for and protected. And may you know you're loved. Let's invite now the presence of someone who might be struggling a little bit into this heart space. Again, just feeling that connection, breathing with them, breathing in their presence, breathing out love. May you be well. May you feel cared and protected. And may you feel loved. Just feel the presence, the vast presence of this heart space that's holding you, holding this other person, holding their struggles, your own struggles. Feel how this heart space is so vast and can hold it all, enveloping all of life with love. Maybe let's just bring in one more being into this heart space. And maybe this is a being from nature, a pet, a landscape, an ecosystem, a place that you especially love, or maybe it's a group of people. Just bring in this other expression of life, breathing in their presence, breathing out loving wishes. May you be well. May you feel cared for and protected. And may you know you're loved. And one more breathing. Let's bring ourselves into this. So feeling yourself in this vast heart space, breathing in your own presence, and breathing out, may I be well. May I feel cared for, protected, and may I know I am loved. A few more rounds of breath here, just feeling this vast interweaving of breath and heart, connecting us all of life throughout time, holding us. Receiving and offering presence and love. I'm going to close with a few lines of poetry from Wendell Berry, Piece of Wild Things. When despair for the world grows in me, and I wake in the night at the least sound in fear of what my life and my children's lives may be, I go and lie down where the wood drake rests her head on the water and the great heron feeds. I come into the peace of wild things who do not tax their lives with forethought of grief. I come into the presence of still water, and I feel above me the day-blind stars waiting with their light. For a time, I rest in the grace of the world, and I am free. So with a nice full breath in, full breath out, stretching a little, opening the eyes, feeling this field of life, connection, love that infuses all of us. And just as a way of closing, I just want to invite, if you would like, just to type into the chat any word of anything that you're experiencing right now, and anything is welcome. Peace, grateful, calm, curiosity, nice. Lighter emotionally, great, wonderful. Well, thank you for your practice in this, of connecting into this vastness that holds us all, that holds the joys, the sorrows, connecting through the breath, connecting to the heart. And my suggestion is, an invitation is, when you do feel like that distress and you want to feel equanimity, you want to feel compassion, it's just a breath away. Breathing in vastness, breathing in rootedness, breathing in stillness, and extending into the heart your own love and compassion.